Hello students, good morning. Myself Professor Vinod Desai, working as a assistant professor since 2012. So welcome back to the online classes. So as today is the first day of your post semester. So this was at the commencement of your post semester. So as a part of post semester, uh, for your division, that is A division, as I am going to handle a subject called object oriented concepts. That is, in short, you can call it as a OOC, object oriented concepts. The subject code is 18CS 45, right? And already we have experience through the exam pattern and all. So total this subject is of 100 marks, right? So in that 40 marks is for your internals, that is CIE marks, and 60 marks is for your external examination, right? So with respect to this subject, today let me introduce the objectives of this particular subject, and briefly I will introduce the syllabus also, right? So as we know, the subject is object oriented concepts. So here we will be studying the object related concepts in detail, right? So if you look into the course learning objectives, that is the objectives of this particular subject. So it will define some set of objectives here. So if you look into the objectives, so the objectives are, so this course will enable, or this particular subject will enable the students to learn the fundamental features of object oriented language and Java. So basically, you might be aware of the language called as C language. So here we can say that C language is a procedure oriented language, whereas the object oriented language is nothing but C++. So some of you might have heard this term C++. So C++ is nothing but object oriented programming language, right? So with respect to this particular subject, here this subject will enable the students to learn the fundamental features of object oriented language or C++ language, and also it will enable the students to learn the fundamental features of Java. Java is again a one more object oriented language. So here we will be studying both the languages. Uh, as a part of module 1 and module 2, as you will be studying object oriented language, that is some of the C++ features, and in remaining modules you are going to study the fundamentals of Java and the Java programming concepts in detail, right? So this is what the first objective. And second objective is that here this course or this subject will enable the students to set up Java JDK environment to create, to debug, and to run simple Java programs, right? So here it will allow you to create an environment which is nothing but a JDK or Java JDK environment, we can say. So JDK is nothing but Java Development Kit, right? So this environment, it will allow you to create, to debug, and to run simple Java programs, right? So this is second objective. And third objective says that this subject will enable the students to create multi-threaded programs and event handling mechanisms. And fourth objective is it will introduce event-driven graphical user interface programming using the applets and swings. So here you are also going to study applets and swings indeed. So these are what the main objectives of studying this particular subject, that is object oriented concepts. Subject OOC, object oriented concepts, right? So let me introduce the modules one by one. So module 1, it deals about introduction to object oriented concepts, where you are going to study the review of structures. So you might have studied the structures, union and all. So here first you are going to study some of the basics of structures, then object oriented programming system. So what exactly meant by object oriented programming systems, and what is the advantage of object oriented programming system, and what are the drawbacks of object oriented programming system. Then you are going to study object oriented programming system. Again, what are the advantages of this object oriented programming system? Actually, in procedure oriented programming system, there is a lack of data security. That's why it will lead to the system called as object oriented programming system, as it provides a very high security for the data, right? So that is the object oriented programming system. The next comes a comparison of object oriented language with C. So as I told, object oriented language is nothing but the C++ language. So here you are going to study uh, what are the features of C and C++, or what is the comparison, or what are the differences between C and C++, right? Then next comes the console IO, then variables and reference variables of object oriented concept, then function prototyping, then function overloading. So these are all the different characteristics of the object oriented concepts, right? So then you are going to study classes and objects, right? So classes and object term is very important here. What is meant by class, and what is the representation of class, and what are objects, and what is the representation of objects and all, right? So in this you are going to understand uh, the introduction of class and object with some basics, or basic programming and all, or basic functions, then member functions and data, then objects and functions, right? So actually here class is like a function, where objects are like the data variables, we can say, right? So this first module is completely about the introductory part of object oriented concepts, right? Then second module, it deals about again it is a continuation of class and objects. Here you are going to study objects and arrays, then namespaces, what are namespaces, and namespace the programming examples, then nested classes. So nested classes are nothing but the class inside the class. So that is defining one class inside the other class. That is what the nested classes, or you can also name it as class nesting. So this also you are going to understand with respect to a small program segment, right? Then next comes the constructors. Constructors are again the functions inside the class. So here one feature of constructor is that constructors are having the same name as that of the class name. We can say that class name and constructor name is the same. Similarly, the destructors. So constructors, you can say it is used to construct, or it is used to create objects and all, whereas a reverse of this is for the destructors, right? So till here, constructors and destructors, it is about the class and object, that is the basic class and object concepts. The continuation of this module 2 is with respect to the Java, right? Java programming. So here you are going to understand some of the introductory part of Java in this module, right? That is Java's magic, then bytecode, then Java Development Kit, that is JDK environment. So actually JDK is an environment here which will allow you to create, then to debug, and to execute the simple Java programs, right? So JDK is an environment here. so which will allow us to create, to debug, and to execute the simple Java programs. So these are also object-oriented programs, right? Then comes Java buzzwords, then object-oriented programming. Here you are going to study simple Java programs, then Java data types, then Java variables, then Java arrays, operators, and control statements in Java. So this is about module 2, that is the introductory part of Java. Then in module 3, where you are going to study the Java classes, inheritance, and exception handling. So here we are going to study classes in Java, then classes fundamentals, then declaring objects, that is how to declare objects in Java programs, then constructors, then this keyword, right? Then garbage collection, then inheritance in Java, where you are going to study the inheritance basics, then using a super keyword, then creating multiple level hierarchies, then method overriding. Then you are going to study exception handling in detail, that is exception handling in Java. So this is about module 3. Then module 4, it deals about the packages and interfaces. So this part is very important here, Java packages and Java interfaces, because Java packages are very much required to run certain Java applications. And Java interfaces, it will help in manipulating the objects. So interfaces are like the linkages, or so you can say some intermediate functions or intermediate packages, so which will allow to manipulate the Java objects. So in this module, as you are going to study the some of the Java packages, then accessing the production, then importing the Java package, that is how to import the Java package in the Java programs, then interfaces, that is how to use interfaces in the Java programs and all. Then comes multi-threaded programming. So here we are going to study multi-threaded programming. What is meant by multi-threaded programming? That is what are threads and all. Then how to make the classes threadable. Then extending the threads. Then implementing the runnable threads. Then synchronization. That is the synchronization in multi-threaded programming. Then changing the state of a thread. Then bounded buffer problems. Then procedure consumer problems. So this particular model is very very important. Even if you go to some industry and all, so you will be working on this particular concepts. That is packages, interfaces, and multi-threaded programming. So here we will be studying these concepts uh, with respect to some programming examples. And at higher level, you will be using these concepts to create some applications. That is the real-time applications and all. The next comes the module 5, that is in last module, where you are going to study the event handling and the swings in detail, right? So in event handling, as you are going to study two event handling mechanisms, then the delegation event model, then event classes, then you are going to study the sources of events. So events are nothing but some runtime entities here. So here we have to study how to handle these events. So if there occurs any events or some runtime or dynamic entities, so how to handle them, that is what the event handling is. So for that there are some sort of mechanisms, so that we'll be studying here. So two main event handling mechanisms, then delegation event model, the event classes, then the sources of events, means where exactly the events are going to occur, from where the events are going to happen and all. Then event listener interfaces, then using the delegation event model, then adapter classes, then the inner classes. So this is what the event handling is. Then next half of this module is about swings. So here you are going to study the basics of swings, then the origin of swing, how exactly the swing got originated, then what are the two features or two key features of swing, then what are the components and containers with respect to the swings, then what are the swing packages, then a simple swing application that you are going to study, then creating a swing applet, then J label and image icon, then J text field. So all these concepts we'll be studying with respect to the program examples, right? That is Java programming. Then swing buttons, then J tab bed pane, then J scroll pane, then J list, then J combo box, and J table. So this is what is about swings. So these concepts are also very important where you'll be studying them in module 5, that is event handling and swings. So this is what the introductory part of your syllabus and the subject, that is object oriented concepts. Again, if you look into the outcomes, means after studying this particular subject, that is object oriented concept, what the students can able to do. So after studying this particular subject, that is object oriented concept, the students will be able to explain object oriented concepts and Java. Then the student will be able to develop computer programs to solve the real world problems in Java. Then the student will be able to develop a simple GUI interfaces for a computer program to interact with users and to understand the event based GUI handling principles using swings. So the same question paper pattern will continue here, right? As you know already, here the question paper will have total 10 questions. That is your external question paper will be having total 10 questions. So each full question is of 20 marks and there will be two full questions from each module. And each full question will have sub questions. It may have sub questions covering all the topics under a module. And the students have to answer 5 full questions, selecting one full question from each module. The same question paper pattern here as per your scheme, that is 18 scheme. Then the textbook here, two textbooks are prescribed to study this subject. So first one is Object Oriented Programming with C++ by Saurav Sahe, 2006 edition. And second one is Java the Complete Reference by Herbert Shield, 7th edition, 2007 edition here. So these two textbooks are sufficient to cover the syllabus, right? Apart from this, there are some reference books to refer, right? So the reference books are like Programming with Java by Mahesh Bhave and Sunil Patekar. Then the complete reference by Herbert Shield in the different edition, 2003 edition. Then C++ Primer by Stanley Lipman and Jules Lazure. Then Object Oriented Programming with Java, it's a Tata Magro edition by Rajkumar Buga and S. Tamarasi Selvi. The one more is Introduction to Java Programming and OOEAD. Cengage Learning by Richard Johnson. The one more is Programming with Java, Primer again Tata Macrowell edition by E. Balguruswamy. So these are what the reference books. So both the textbooks are available in our library and some of the reference books also available for the more reference, right? So this is what the subject and the syllabus, right? Object oriented concepts. So here we'll be studying two important programming concepts. One is C++, that is object oriented programming language, and one more is Java program, right? So this is what the subject and the syllabus part. Thank you. So in the next class, that I am going to start with the module 1, where I am going to discuss the introductory part of object oriented concepts, structures, object, then procedure oriented programming system, object oriented programming system, then comparison of C and C++, and the remaining concept that I will discuss in the next class. Thank you.